Me and Rena have been like scheming and planning, and it's been so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to play in your guys' game.
I want to watch. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be great.
Also, like, oh, I don't know if you read on our DM, but me and Rena spent like.
All right, hold on.
hours
I think
up
we're.
late at- Oh,
I think we're live right now. I'm not
Oh,
positive.
oh, we are. Whoops.
Hi, everybody. Sorry we started so late, but we're gonna do some Dungeon Academy today. This is the season 2 thing that we're doing.
Episode 14, I think.
Yes, probably. The group is basically they were given a Spelljammer ship, and they're going to go on a quest for the legendary magic item known as the Rod of 7 Parts. It's broken into 7 pieces, and they're scattered all throughout the multiverse. So the group is getting ready to get on a Spelljammer ship and go find the pieces. They're teamed up with one of the Wind Dukes, these special people who want to. They've got blue skin and white hair, and they live in a realm of air. And they want to get the pieces of the rod just to keep them safe. And then there's the Queen of Chaos, a demon lord who has these demons who she wants to get the pieces of the rod together so she can free Miska the wolf spider, her consort. And if Miska gets free, then they can team up and probably take over the abyss and then just send a demon army out into the multiverse and everything. And it's going to be really bad. So, we had stopped last time where I think the group had met the crew of the ship. And they were getting ready to take off. Now I have images of the ship. I think I have a map here. Just so the viewers can see the deal with the ship there. It's got like a house on it. It's got a whole bunch of stuff on it. And you had met some of the crew. So I'm going to run down the crew again real quick. Especially because Aya is a gnome. Aya is a gnome, right? So
Yes, the baby
I am.
all right, so there's Zara Yasmina. She's a Shire from Al Qadim. She has a little water genie person who's like an inch tall. There's a draconian named Savaxis. There's a kind of a cocky wizard lady named Big B the Eighth. There's a Gif, a hippo man named Gull Scream Bilger. There's an auto gnome that's a clockwork gnome named Zebulon 7000. There's a tiefling from the city of Sigil, Seeker of Rainbows. There's a Vistani from Barovia named Marcus Nurl. There's a Wind Duke named Valendra. And you had just picked up the flesh golem known as Fabio.
Yeah!
He's standing on the deck, like, and his hair is blowing.
Sean, could you send me that list later?
Yes. So
My notes are terrible.
when you're on the deck, the auto gnome. Now I have an image of the auto gnome. I'm going to put that up so people on Twitch can see. It's like a gnome, but it's made of clockwork stuff. So Zebulon 7000 walks up to you, Lilia, and it says Zebulon 7000 reporting, and it like starts to open its chest plate. Do you do anything?
I wait for it to report.
Okay, so it pulls open its chest plate. You see a couple things. There's like a little wand crackling with like lightning up towards its heart area, and down below there's all these compartments with dirt in them. And it says awaiting specimen examination. And one of its hands can transform into like a shovel, so it's like, and so it like gets some dirt, pulls it out, and like shows the dirt to you.
I don't have any dirt on me. Am I dirty? I'm just gonna like look at her like cloak and like. What? I'm sorry.
Gull Scream Bilger says, he wants you to. He's been collecting those samples, and he wants you to take a look. Are you happy with the samples? Now, be careful with him because he could malfunction, and we'll have to roll on the auto gnome malfunction table right from the 2nd edition Monsters Compendium.
Whoa.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Lily is very confused by this gnome, but she'll be like, yeah, you're doing a great job. Keep it up, dude.
Okay, so it kind of confusedly puts the dirt back in, and I'm gonna roll on the chart just because I want.
Oh boy.
Oh,
No.
you're gonna make it malfunction. How dare you?
I'm sorry, I don't know what he
You didn't tell him how good of a robot he is.
wants. I said good job.
Oh, you hear like all of his gears stop, like you hear like beep 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 beep.
Oh
and,
god.
he,
Oh my
like,
gosh, I broke
shuts
him.
down, and he just looks at the ground.
Oh God.
He's not moving.
You offended him.
I broke him. Somebody fix it.
Gulfstream Bilger says, "Don't worry, he shuts down like this every once in a while."
Oh
You know,
He's in deep meditation.
he like Gulfstream like picks him up, puts him on his arm. I'll go put him in the closet. He'll come to within a day or so, I suppose.
Oh,
Maybe.
no.
fuck.
I'm sorry.
But they will explain to you that the auto gnome. Let's see. How about Marcus Neural walks up to you, Lilia.
Mhm.
He's the Vistani. He's like, look, he's going to follow you around. Okay. So
Okay.
because he has 3 rules he has to follow. Ready? Number 1, he has to defend gnomes. That's you. 2, defend himself. Number 3, defend babies and children. Okay. And also he's supposed to collect soil samples. But the problem with the babies and children is sometimes when he malfunctions, he identifies people who are not baby as baby. And then it is problem.
Oh shit.
And as the Vistani talks to you, your blink dog like kind of growls at him a little bit.
Mm.
Good boy, what's gotten into you?
You can talk to him, right?
Yeah.
He says, your blink dog says, I don't like him. He smells bad. He's bad.
I also cast Speak with Animals, and I go, I have to kind of agree. Never trust a guy named Marcus. Marcus.
I'm sure he's fine. He's here to help us.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't turn your back on him.
All right.
What
So
are you talking about?
let's see.
Sweet dog.
We're just.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, like, what?
Gulfstream explains to you that, so apparently this first piece, according to your friend, is in the city of Waterdeep in the world of Toril, the Forgotten Realms. That is really far away from here. And so he like unfurls a map, a star chart. So he's going to explain a bunch of Spelljammer stuff to you. All right, so universes are contained in crystal spheres. So like my world is Nyrod, right? And it's got there's other planets. So those are all contained in a crystal sphere. Then Toril is in another crystal sphere called, I believe, Toril space, right? And that so all of these spheres float in this rainbow river called the Phlogiston. So to get from one to another, you have to fly through to the edge of your crystal sphere, find a way out the shell, and then you go into the Phlogiston. When you're in the Phlogiston, you can fly to different spheres, then go in or out. And he tells you, the Phlogiston is incredibly dangerous. Any kind of fire will cause a huge explosion. So don't cast fireball. We'll die.
Brave sweet.
So
What? I don't know Fireball.
Well,
So-
like 3 months ago when we were in the battle and there were lanterns.
So
I don't know what you're talking about.
so-
I'm just saying.
Turns away. She turns away.
Don't worry, I have water spells now, so it's all good.
He says, so we're in the world of Nyrod. We have to get to the edge. That will take probably 3 weeks to fly to the edge of this crystal sphere. Trips through the Phlogiston to get to where we're going, it could take years, depending on how far away our location is. So to get to Toril, we're looking at maybe 4 to 6 months of travel. So
Whoa.
before we
Shit.
leave, And so we'll, as we fly, we'll have to stop at places to resupply. Just so
Okay.
you know. And there is getting out of a crystal sphere can be difficult. Every crystal sphere is different, but some shells just automatically open when you fly close to them. Some there's special spots that you have to go through. In our case, we're gonna stop and meet with a friend of mine who knows how to get out of this crystal sphere. He's a gnome as well. He has a farm. His name
Oh.
is. His name is, what was it? Keen Dongle. That's what it was.
Kingdom.
So we'll stop at
Sounds
this farm.
lovely.
There's because in Nirod Space, one of the worlds is Nair, Neir, and it's the world of the gnomes. So there's an entire world of gnomes like you. Like, oh, didn't know if you did. You knew that?
Hmm.
That's right.
Cool.
Pretty interesting, I'd say.
Yeah.
All right. So, as they're getting ready to take off, who's gonna fly the ship? Is it one of you, or do you want the Shire or Bigby the Eighth to fly it?
I know Shire is really good, and I know Bigby is an experienced one, so I'll let one of them fly it.
Okay.
Are you our
Just Shire.
captain? Are you asserting yourself as captain?
I mean, I believe we already have a captain, but she's
I am
sick
the
in the
captain.
moment. Go ahead.
Are you saying Winthrop is the captain?
No.
Who's the captain?
Rena said Winthrop is going to claim a room with easy access to Brood, and then protective big brother any other time.
Oh.
I
So,
think Shire-
Gullscream says, "Well, who is the captain? We should know before we take off."
Do we not have a captain already?
Well, you were given the ship. It's up to you.
Me?
Oh no, we did have a captain, but the captain is dead. So.
Oh shit!
You're gonna have to
Is there
tell
like
us about that.
Is there like a second in command or?
Gullscream says, "That's me."
Want to be the captain?
Seraphine, you be the captain.
You've got experience.
Would DM question. Would Brave Sweet have the pleasure of being taught about boats and ships and flying things during her time in the air
Yeah,
floaty realm of?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, if no one else wants to do it.
Are you offering to be the captain?
Is everybody looking at me?
If you're confident about your decision, then I suppose you could.
Suddenly unconfident as soon as everybody looks at her.
Yeah.
I will do my best.
Brave Sweet, it's on you. It's
This is
your
a bad
turn.
idea.
Go for it.
Alright, everybody. She points at who was second in command. Sorry, what was his name again?
Gullscream Bilger.
Bilger. Gullscream Bilger. We need you at the helm.
I don't cast spells. I can't fly. Can't fly the ship.
Okay, does anybody here know how to teach me how to fly this thing?
Well, do you cast spells?
I know a little magic.
Only spellcasters can fly the ship. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, you have what's her name?
What was his name? Sorry, I'm getting confused.
Bigby and Zarina.
Yeah.
The ones that can fly.
Well,
And
Bigby is
I can
so.
also fly.
Is Bigby the youngster that's all like
Cocky.
bright and
Yeah.
like squeaky around the ears?
She's like, I could do.
You know what?
It's easy.
You know what? I'll let him be in charge. Oi, you need to go and start steering this boat to where we need to go.
So-
Here.
Bigby
Throws them.
Bigby the Eighth is gonna fly the ship.
Yeah, but I'll observe him very carefully.
it's
I'll
a-
watch
it's
over
a-
his shoulder.
Take control.
Bigby's a
It's
lady.
a sheep.
Oh,
she's
Bigby's
like-
a lady. Sorry.
She's like, you made the right
You missed.
choice. It's gonna be awesome.
Should you have done that?
Zara Yasmina folds her arms and smiles.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm presenting all the options.
All right.
Okay,
So
we'll try. We might take captain turns. You never know. Captain.
Captain turns. What, like a stick to see who can talk?
Yeah. This is captains on trial. Let's see.
All
if
right.
Tag, Captain Tag.
we got 3 months. Like,
True. I'll take a stab at it.
all right.
Captain for a bit.
So your dragon ship like shudders and it rises up out of the water. It kind of turns and it just starts going up and up and up. So the
Looks
city
so
gets
magical.
the city gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and you go up through clouds. Clouds. Then you're above the clouds, and you can see all the clouds underneath you. Then you keep going up, and all of a sudden it's like blue sky, and then it's kind of like outer space. And
Oh, shit.
Oh.
there's a point where you feel this kind of like sealing sound, and your ears pop a little bit. And
Oh.
Gulfstream Builder can explain that in D&D, everybody has their own air space, like gravity and air are kind of connected. So this ship, once there's no oxygen, the ship creates an air bubble, an invisible air bubble that contains air.
Oh.
So it's got about 4 months worth of breathable air, and then if you're still in space, that air runs out and you're gonna die, right?
Shit.
So you have
But
to
you can
every
like
once
duck behind the back below the clouds to get back that air.
yes, you can go. If there's another planet that has oxygen, you just dip into that planet and you can refresh.
Okay.
Or what they do also is like your ship has a lot of plants on it and they create oxygen. So that way your air is constantly fresh. So as long as you keep the plants alive, you'll be fine.
We have an arboretum somewhere.
The problem is like if you come upon a ship that's wrecked and there's undead on it, that air becomes fouled and it can contaminate your air. So if there's a ship over there and you get close to it and your 2 air bubbles overlap, their fouled air will contaminate yours. So there's 3 states of air quality. Fresh air is just normal. If your air becomes fouled, you will have disadvantage on attack rolls and skill checks. And then there's deadly air. That means your air is depleted, it cannot support life, and you'll pass out and then you will die. So you don't
All right.
Don't let any of that happen.
So
I assume like one of the more experienced people on board is probably telling me all this information.
you're gonna learn this over the course of days or whatever. So
All right,
all of you will. So as you fly up, you see the world of Nyrod below you. It has a few moons they point out to you. There's a rocky moon swarming with undead. There's a moon called Holturn, which is full of abandoned temples to a god who left a long time ago from my old campaign. And there's an asteroid called Nedregard. This is a very important place at one time. It's an asteroid city that was home to this guy Talon, a vampire who tried to take over everything. And then Lord Soth actually lived here in Shadow Keep. And now it's like a ruined city. And there's this blind woman called the Oracle, and she rides this guy called the Guardian. He's a skeleton face, skull face, and he's got 6 arms, and he's like a spine snake lower half, and he's like a big monster guy. And people come to her for advice sometimes. And then there's let's see what else. And also nearby is another world that like the world of Nyrod sort of looks like Earth. And there's another Earth type world. It's very huge nearby, and that's the world of Dracos, and that's the world that I ran the Scales of War campaign on. So you know that world is full of dragons. A lot of dragons there, and it's ruled by a dragonborn named Reshkar, who is Tom's character from way back when. And he's also it's a long story. So you're flying through space for days. A few things happen.
All right.
As you're flying through space on the first day, I don't know, you all happen to be on deck or whatever, and you see Marcus Nurl talking to your Wind Duke friend Valendra. He's like, "Hey there, so you're single, and I am also single. and I play good music for you.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And she's like looking around like
Is it who sees this? Just me?
all of you.
Or all four? All okay. We're all
Just
sneaking.
sitting there like, God.
We're just having lunch and we hear this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Then your
I gotta-
dog is like growling, like, ugh. He's like, huh? I can play the tambourine if you like. And she's just like, can you? She's like looking around and she sees you guys and she's like,
Does she visibly looks uncomfortable?
a little bit, yeah.
Oh yeah. Seraphine's gonna walk
Does
over
it-
and like
yeah.
slide in.
Oh, okay.
Kind of just like casually throw an arm around her and be like, "So, how's it going today? How's your day?" She's like casual.
oh, hi, fine, blah, blah, blah. And Marcus knows like, hey, don't be rude and interrupt. We're in a very important conversation right now. Why don't you go away and go swap the deck or something like this?
Excuse me. Well, we were having a conversation first, but then I had to go do something, and so I'm back. So now I'm continuing my conversation.
So it's going to be like this, huh? All right, that's
Hold on.
fine. Go ahead, have a fun conversation. I'll just go
Oh.
do something alone. And he looks at her and he's like, and I'll see you later.
Oh,
Yeah.
see,
No.
Marcus is a jerk.
Uh,
Didn't I tell you guys Marcus is a jerk?
Mhm.
I want to believe that people are good. Okay.
All right.
Shh.
Valendra says, can you please keep him away from me from now on?
Is he just being creepy or just like hitting on you?
No, he's a creeper.
Oh my god. Is he like this with the entire crew?
I don't know. I just got here with you, but I'm already a little bothered by him.
Yikes. Well, plenty of these people back where I come from, so if you need anything, just let us know.
All right. So a few days pass, right? And on deck, people call out. They've seen something nearby. Do you go check out what is being seen?
Of course, acting captain has to go and see. What seems to be the problem?
It's Speaker of Rainbows, the woman from Sigil. She's a sensate, and she wants to experience everything in the multiverse.
All
She
right.
says, look, Captain. And out in space, you see a herd of horses. They're like gleaming white, and they're running in a stampede kind of parallel to your ship. And they're leaving a trail of stardust.
Oh,
Oh,
whoa.
Gullscream says, what's the big deal? They're just comet steeds. Useless.
Comet steeds.
Cool.
Mhm.
Whoa. I'm assuming Brave Sweet never heard of comet steeds, right?
And most of the crew never has either. Like, what?
yeah.
Whoa.
Are you able to ride them, or is that just like they're really cool looking?
Gullscream says, legend has it that you can obtain an item known as the Ring of the Comet, and that would let you summon a comet steed so that you could ride it through space and leave behind a trail of stardust. But that's probably just a myth.
If
So-
it wasn't a myth, how would you go about obtaining something like that?
Who
Yeah.
knows? Probably
We're talking about side quests here.
it's probably in
Important.
the belly of some horrible beast or something impossible, if it's even true. So you watch the steeds kind of turn and are riding off into the distance.
Can I like play
Beautiful.
can I play like a melody on my ocarina to try to attract them closer to our vessel?
Yeah, go ahead. Make a performance.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a 19. And yeah,
Okay.
that's plus nothing, so that's 19.
So they
Pretty
kick
good.
off. You try to play music to attract them, but it doesn't seem to work on them. But then you notice a smaller straggler that's actually running with a limp. Looks like he has one
Oh
wounded leg. And it hears your music. It kind of comes a little closer. And Gullscream says, it's got a fatal injury. It's going to be eaten soon by scabbers, which are
No.
space.
no! Seraphine, we need you to heal this poor tender soul.
Here, I'll do. I've got.
Well, hold on. You didn't let me finish. Space shocks. They're called scabbers.
What is that?
So it's gonna be dead soon. Oh well.
No!
The cycle of life. Do you want me to? He goes over to like a ballista. He's like, "Do you want me to put it out of its misery?"
No! No! I slap his hand off of the ballista. No!
You have 10 minutes.
Stand down,
Yeah,
soldier. Stand down.
If we have 10 minutes, I'll do prayer of healing.
Okay, it's kind of far away from the ship right now, but it did come
Can
a
we-
bit closer from the music.
I order Big B. Get us a little closer to this fallen one.
Okay. She's gonna try because they're very fast, so she's gonna try to see if she can close.
Bring
in
us
on
about.
this.
I'm gonna play a ditty too.
She tries,
To help.
but she turns the ship, and it actually kind of spooks the comet steed, so it stays the same distance away. And Zara Yasmina like goes, I would have been able to do it.
Wait. Okay. Wait. Okay. Hold on.
I can play a little song for it.
Okay.
Probably
You do that. Who is the most experienced one? Hold on. I'm looking at my list. I'm like, which one? Was it Savazis?
Oh, that's Savaxis is the draconian.
Oh, okay, no, wrong person. Sarah, right?
Zara
Sarah's-
Yasmina, the Shair, yeah.
Sarah.
hmm
I was just giving the youngster some experience. You want to make sure she grows up to be a strong, independent woman someday, right? Okay, we need you. Get up on there.
All right,
Show
so
us what you can do.
she walks over to Big Me and she's like, "Do you mind? Captain wants me to do it."
Captain's orders.
Big Me's like, "All right, fine, go ahead."
Go take a nap, Big B.
So Zara, the ship shudders for a moment as the helms person changes hands, and so then Zara tries, but she also turns the ship and it spooks the comet steed. And Big Me smirks and says, "Oh, it's not that easy, is it?"
Okay.
Can I
My dad's Big B. My great grandpa is Big B. So if I can't do it, nobody can do it.
How far is the injured filly colt stallion from the ship?
It's probably like 500 feet. It's outside.
Oh
your
God,
area.
that's way too far.
Can't even like fly.
Can't even shoot an arrow or anything, right?
Oh, shooting
Hear me
an
out.
arrow in space. There's
Doesn't
no.
work the same way.
Well, no. When you shoot an arrow in space, there's no range limit. It just keeps going in that direction forever until
Oh.
it hits something.
Okay, so here's. Tell me if I can't do this.
No.
But I want to attach one of the last 3 beads.
No! My God!
Oh. All right.
I see Bracery trying to like.
I go.
Like, no! And I want to try and do 2 things. I can do minor illusion, and I can do like maybe like I'll like do some sparkles or whatever to attract the comet horse.
Oh, that's
No.
good. Yeah.
And I'll also play a little ditty on my flute.
Okay. Make a performance.
Okay.
Check.
Hold on. Let me see.
I have to kill this little ball.
I got a dirty 20.
Hey.
Oh. Okay. So you play.
Louis is really good at this.
All right. So the horse like turns and starts to hobble closer to your ship. It looks very tired.
I'll tell it because I can speak to it. I'll be like, "Hi, well, we can help you. Would you like some help?"
It gets within 30 feet of the edge of your ship. You can see on its back leg, it's got like a bloody mark. Like it something either clawed it or it scraped its leg into something.
Can I roll a something to identify maybe what that is?
Yeah.
Roll a, what kind of check would that be?
Make a, I don't know, Arcana or a Survival.
Arcana. Okay.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait. That would be medicine, wouldn't it? Right?
Medicine?
A wound? Yeah, identifying a wound, probably.
Oh, that's +1 for me, so that's 15.
Yeah, you're pretty sure. It looks like a shark bite, so it looks like a space shark
A
actually bit
spectral
in the leg.
shark.
Yeah. A scabber.
Oh,
Cool.
I don't understand space sharks. I wasn't prepared for this.
My friend Seraphine, she can help you. I promise. Like she can help your leg, and it'll make it feel better.
Make a persuasion.
Okay. An 8.
All right. It does kind of come closer. Marcus Nurl, the Vistani's like, oh, let me do it. I can do it. I'm very persuasive.
No.
Hey, horse meat, come on over here. We're all really hungry, right? Everybody, isn't that funny?
Marcus!
No.
Marcus!
The blink dog teleports next to him and starts barking at him, and he gets like nervous, and it kind of almost chases him away. He starts running away.
Good boy.
Don't like
What a
the
good
dog.
boy.
You know, if we should have dogs not on leash on the ship, makes me a little uncomfortable.
He is a very good, well-trained boy, and I pound good boy on the head.
A better boy than you.
All right, it's 20
Sit
feet
your
away
ass
from
down.
20 feet away from the ship. What do you want to do?
How
Mm.
far away is it?
20 feet.
20 feet.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Then I'll do a prayer of healing.
Okay.
That's
you
30 feet. So
prayer of
that's-
healing. You heal the wound. Whoosh. Okay.
Yeah.
So the wound heals up, and it like kind of runs around in a circle a little bit and sees that it's, and then it runs over to the ship, and Seraphine, it like gives you a nuzzle.
She's gonna like freak out.
Then in the
She's like having the time of her freaking life. This thing is so cool.
I'll ask you.
Little dazzle and like pet it and like sneak it some food, some dried berries, and like, come on,
Oh, okay, it eats. Yeah, it'll eat the food. Yeah.
I'll ask you what's its name.
It
This
doesn't.
is important.
It doesn't answer. And then in the distance, you see the herd of comet steeds like come back, and they're kind of watching from a distance and making horse noises, you know. And this comet steed sees them and it looks at you and it's turning to leave.
Aw, bye.
It
Bye,
rides.
I'll do a little bow to it.
All right. It gallops like 50 feet away and it stops and it looks at you guys and it's like, "Rear," and then it joins the herd and they all run off
Oh
into
my
outer
God.
space.
Beautiful.
Ah.
Gullscream
Where's that
says,
face magic, you guys?
hey, that's just one of the many wonders of wild space.
Hmm.
It w-
I'm in love.
We've really
Guys,
missed out
our
on some.
next quest is to get one of those rings where we can have a mount like that.
I connected with that thing. It loves me. I'm super impressed. I want one.
Mhm. After we finish this rod thing, that's our next thing.
Yeah.
Got it.
Next thing.
I got it. Of course. Mhm.
Gullscream,
Writing that down.
Gullscream says we could have had some really good jerky.
Shut up.
Comet jerky? No? Okay.
That's so mean. Why would you do that to me?
Why would you want to eat comets?
Well, you know, when you get hungry enough, eat anything.
That's true.
I didn't mean to let you down. I didn't mean to let you down, Captain.
No, that's okay. We got it done.
All right.
We know what's important in life now, and we can move on now.
All right.
Oh, I'm just imagining Brave Sweet with that like stupid paper hat that's Trix McDia.
Yeah. It says I'm the captain on it.
All right. So, you continue flying through
Yeah.
Nyrod space. Another probably week or two go by. At some point, Zebulon 7000 comes out of the closet and starts following Lilia around. Do you do anything special, Lilia, as it follows you?
I'll be I don't know what I'm not sure what Lilia would be doing. I feel like she would just be like staring into space and like pointing out like stuff that she sees, and like if she notices any like constellation she knows, she'll like point to them and be like, "That's Ursa Major," and like to Zed and be like, "Do you know that one?" And like stuff like that.
Yes, I know that one.
When you start distributing information, Zebulon 7000, you hear like whirring noises going on inside of it.
Oh,
And,
Shit.
What a boy.
And it says, oh gosh, what do you call it? It's just basically receiving your report at this point.
Okay.
And you're not sure if it's recording it or just memorizing what you say. But it's
Okay.
staring at you like devouring every piece of information.
And I'll tell him stories, like whatever, like of like stuff in the forest, or like things I remember from like traveling, like with like the performance group or stuff like that, or whatever comes to mind. And if anybody else wants to listen, I'll tell them. Like I'll start telling them stories too.
I'll listen.
Yeah, and she'll be like, there was this one time we went on like this very long quest, and we went to the city and they needed help, but like all this bunch of like random stories that she collected over the years, and like talking to people and whatever.
Aww.
All right. So you're flying, weeks go by, and suddenly your ship drops out of spell jamming speed. It's been explained to you that when you're flying through space real fast, and when there's something that has a large field of gravity or air, your ship automatically slows down when it reaches that edge of it. So you suddenly slow down, and ahead of you is a field of debris, big rocks and boulders floating through wild space.
Oh.
Ghost Scream says, "Ooh, we might have to navigate through this field."
Shit.
Yeah. There could be all
right.
sorts of dangers in this field. We'd best be careful.
Bigby, it's time to give the big chair seat to Sarah now. I know.
Oh, really?
It's a little dangerous for you, bud.
Bigby says, "I can do it, but she didn't do any better than I did with that horse thing."
You have your learners, you're learning. You have to wait like a year until you get your drivers. I know it sucks.
She gets up and she's like, "My Bigby's crushing hand.
Are you questioning me?
No, Captain."
Thank you.
All right, the Shire sits down smugly. All right, so the Shire asks, "So Captain, do you want me to just go as slow and safe as possible, or do you want to maneuver so we can make good time?"
I think it's more important we get in one piece, so take your time, do it right.
Everybody make perception checks.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Why do I feel like this is Treasure Planet?
Yeah. Oh
This
no.
doesn't bode very well for us.
An 8.
An 8. That's not good. What about Lilia?
I got a 10.
It's not good. What about Seraphine?
19.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Seraphine.
Oh my god.
Your ship is slowly like just kind of going around these big boulders. It's going fine, going underneath and over. But you notice one boulder kind of up and behind you, not acting like the other boulders. It seems to be moving of its own volition and slowly creeping towards your ship at a downward angle. And as you look, you see suddenly a big eye, one eye opens up, and a big smiling mouth with sharp teeth. And like drool comes out. This thing's about 12 feet in diameter. I have a picture of it.
God. Oh god.
There it is.
What?
So
I'm looking at the stream. I'm waiting for it to pop up.
people on
Yeah.
Twitch, you will see that in a second. Let's see what.
Oh god.
Is it a beholder?
It is like a beholder. Yeah. It doesn't have
Oh,
any tentacles.
Fuck
though.
no.
Oh, that thing is so gross.
Oh my god, it looks like
Yeah.
what the fuck? No.
All right, so let's all roll initiative.
Oh God. Okay.
I got nat 20.
Oh
Okay.
God.
So Lily, what's that total that you got?
I think it's. I believe it's a 23.
Okay. All right. And then Brave Sweet
I got a 9.
and Seraphine. Seraphine, what'd you get?
16.
Okay. So the first round is a surprise round, right? So only I and Seraphine get to go on that one. So I actually rolled higher than Seraphine.
Oh
Oh, fuck.
no.
Seraphine, what did you get?
Huh?
went
I got a 16.
Yeah, I got a 23. How come I'm not going?
It's because it's a
You were
It's a surprise
surprised.
round because we
because you-
failed
okay.
our perception. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
No worries.
So who
Learning.
does it go for? I will roll a die to find out.
It's gonna be me or Seraphine.
Actually,
because Rena's not here.
no, it's a member of the crew.
No!
Oh no.
Oh,
Can it be Marcus?
it's Fabio.
No!
So like you're all on the deck, like looking around and pointing out boulders to watch out for. And Bracelet, you didn't notice, but Fabio was kind of 10 feet behind you, just watching you. And then all of a sudden,
No!
all right, what do we got?
No!
There it
Be
is.
nice.
Oh, so it like tries to bite him, but he like turns his Herculean arm. He's like holding the mouth open, and then it is
Oh,
Seraphine's
he's
turn.
so cool.
So Seraphine, it's your turn.
Okay. How far away is it from me?
Gotti, no!
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. Fuck it. Okay, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame, so make a deck save.
Sacred Flame. I got an 8. I failed.
Okay, awesome. So that's 2d8. Okay, so that's an 8 and a 3. So 11 points of, I believe that's 4 radiant damage. And then I'm also, since that was a cantrip, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. Because that can go 50, that can go 60 feet. So then I'll try to hit him with it. I'll make it hover right over him. Alright, 21 hit.
That hits. How much damage?
Awesome. 1d8 plus 3. Okay, so that's 5 plus 3, so 8 points of force damage. Whacked in the face.
All right. Boom! So you hit it with Sacred Flame, and then the Spiritual Weapon, and it like roars, and everybody, the crew turns and sees it, and gives out a shout, and then it is Lilia's turn.
I would like to remind my fellow teammates that we all have a nat 20 from Scotty.
We do. Shit, I
Oh.
forgot about that.
So just reminding everybody of that.
Okay, okay.
I forgot. So.
What do you want to do, Lilia?
And I'll do Eldritch Blast.
All right.
That's not a fire spell.
All right. Do I save or do you roll to hit?
Oh, I roll. I got 24.
That hits. How much damage?
Actually rolled twice because there's 2 of them. And the other one is a 19. So
Is that to hit also?
yes,
Yeah, so those both hit.
great. And I got I got max damage.
Oh,
Ooh,
fuck yes.
So 20 points
20 points. Okay.
For just the first one or both?
for both.
Okay. So, boom!
I got max damage on both.
All right, you
Oh,
hit it,
shit.
and like a bunch of rock comes off of its skin, and underneath you see like flesh and veins and stuff.
Oh.
All right. After Lilia is me. It decides to forget Fabio because he's already dead and tastes disgusting. So
Okay.
I was like, he just died. He just.
Lilia, it starts flying at you and it opens its mouth. It looks like it's gonna try to swallow you.
That's fun. That's great.
Fuck, you're tiny.
12.
My armor class, no.
Yeah. So it, but you jump out of the way or whatever. You dodge it, and then make a perception.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's not good. I got an 8.
You don't notice anything.
Oh,
Alright.
shit.
There's a giant, gross thing eyeball.
Ooh, another star constellation.
Seraphine, it's your turn.
Okay. Trying to see what I can do. Okay. And then. Okay, then I'll do a guiding bolt
Guiding
at
bolts.
him. So I'll roll to hit that. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Yeah. Okay. It's 4d6. I'll use my pretty galactic purple dice. Ooh, okay. 12. That's 16 points of radiant damage, and then the next hit against it has advantage.
Okay.
Nice.
Brave Sweet, it's your turn.
And, oh wait, hang on.
Alright.
Spiritual weapon.
I still have my spiritual weapon.
Mhm.
That's a bonus action.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'll do that to hit him really fast.
Mhm.
Ooh, I got a nat 20.
No,
Nice.
nice.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so that's 2d8 plus 3. Oh, awesome. Okay. So 13. So 26 points of force damage.
26, 75. Okay, so your spiritual weapon hacks into this 12-foot wide boulder asteroid beholder thing, and blood comes spraying out, and as it roars inside of its mouth, you can see a lot of coins and stuff in there. It looks like it can't digest coins and metals and stuff like that. There might be a lot of treasure inside.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
All right, and that was Seraphine's turn. Brave Sweet, it's your turn.
Now you said there was turrets, whatever, on the ship.
Yeah.
Could I run up to one of the ballistas?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, whatever they are.
Mhm.
and just fire it at him.
On the ship.
Well, he's not. Is he on the deck though? Would it
He's
hit the
flying
deck?
all over the place, so you could.
Could I aim it so it misses him on the deck? I don't know. I just think that it would make big damage, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I just gotta look up the stats for it real quick. Siege.
Okay,
weapon, I think
no
that
problem.
is, right? Let's see if I can find this. Siege equipment 255 to 256. Okay, so you take the ballista, you turn it around. Ballista does okay. So, it has a +6. It's just got its own numbers. So it's a +6 to hit, and if it hits, it does 3d10 piercing damage. So +6. So you're
Yeah.
like, crank. It's already loaded. So you just, and you're gonna,
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Do I have to roll to hit?
Yeah, +6 to hit.
Okay. +6. Okay. I rolled a nat 20.
Oh man! So that's 6d10 damage.
Oh my
Oh
god.
shit!
Wow. 60
Pretty good.
That's fucking insane.
God.
Holy cow!
Oh my god. Hold on. This is gonna take a bit.
So yeah,
Oh,
you
man.
you turn the ballista. You take aim at this asteroid beholder thing, and your bolt goes like right through it. Its
I'm
mouth
so
is
used to
open, and
rolling
like
D8s.
some of the gold that's in its body comes popping out. Gold coins come crashing onto the deck, and so it's 6d10 damage.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. So here's 3 of them. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 36.
Okay, so your
But do I
ballista.
double it because I crit?
Well, no, it was 3d10, but now it's 6d10. So you rolled 6,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Double
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
So then
okay.
it's a-
Okay.
so-
So that is the crit. Okay, never mind.
Boom! Your
Okay.
ballista bolt goes through it. It like its eye rolls up into the back of its head, and it just plops onto the deck.
Oh,
Yes.
Coins,
Go
coins,
through the mouth.
I am
coins
the
start
captain.
pouring out.
Oh.
Coins start pouring out of its mouth.
Oh, can we investigate and look inside its mouth, see what there is?
Yeah,
What was that?
you find exactly 400 gold and a ring.
Is
What kind of ring?
can somebody cast a detect magic or something on it to detect to see if it's the ring we've all wanted?
It has comet designs on it.
I'll
Can I put it?
I'll cast detect magic on it.
Yeah, do that.
It's a ring of the comet. You can summon a comet steed once per day. With
Meanwhile, I'm taking out one of its teeth to give to our edgy boy.
Who is missing us very much.
Yeah.
Oh, can I please have the ring? Can I please? I want
Yeah, I'll be like, I think this is for you.
Our DM loves us.
Gull Scream Bilger's like, what are the chances? I can't believe it.
Mm.
There is a god.
That'd be
Gonna
so.
call it.
That'd be
She's gonna try to call a steed.
so weird that if it summons the very comet steed that you heal, that'd be a 1 in a million chance.
Guys, I gotta learn how to talk to it. It does. Oh my god.
We gotta teach you how to speak with animals. Gotta add that to your repertoire of spells.
I gotta dip a level in Druid to talk to it. What a reason to multi-class.
Yeah, it's a good reason.
Okay, so you split up the gold. Each get 100, I guess.
Yes.
Or
Wow, 100. Does the crew get a little bit too?
Shh.
it's up to you.
Give him. I'll take 20 and I'll spread it around everybody else.
Oh, okay. That would be, so there's 10 named crew people. So if you, I mean, the average person makes 2 gold a day. So if you gave each of them 2 gold, that's like a day's pay for them. So
I'm gonna make a
Yeah, I'll do
captain
that.
decision. I'm gonna make a captain decision. Everybody gets equal pay, including good boy.
You gotta do with it.
you make
How
this
we get
announcement. You make this
I
announcement,
sneak in, yeah.
and
But
like
I also sneak in like that's how we get a little bit extra gold is through good boy.
like you make the announcement, and you look over at him, and he's like just chasing his tail in a circle.
It's very important crew work, you know? It's
And then he's
lifting
just
the spirits.
then he's just exhausted
We're
and he
gonna
lies
buy,
down.
like a good little doggy pack where he can wear and like keep his doggy bones or whatever.
Mhm. Okay. So she navigates through the asteroid field without further incident, and you resume spell jamming speed. So,
Woo!
do anything special for a few days before you arrive at the world of the gnomes?
Um,
Mm,
I think that Lilia would try to talk to the crew. I think that I think that like she would be really interested in talking to Rainbow about like what she's experienced so far, and also telling Zeb all the things. She'll like tell him anything that she she'll like explain to him like whatever she's learned about like space or whatever, because she's really excited. She's like, listen, there's this and that, and now we have a horse, and it's gonna be great, and yay! So she'll like, and like whoever will be around, but I think that she would be really interested in talking to Rainbow about like what she's seen so far in her journeys.
Okay.
Because I know she's a sensate, and she like is trying to like experience things like what she wants to see and whatnot.
As far as she explains, when she says, "Well, when I go back to Sigil, I'm gonna make sensory stones, recordings of the comet steeds and of that beholder thing that attacked us. So that's 2 I have already.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping also, I want the big guy that you have, your friend with the scars. I want to have an experience of like touching. I just want to see what he feels like.
Oh, I don't know. Very Sweet is they're kind of dating, so.
Oh, they are. Are they really?
Lilia thinks they are. I don't know if that's the truth. But
so do they sleep? I mean, like, where does he sleep and where does Brave Sweet sleep?
Yeah, do share.
What's that all about, Captain?
Well, how many crew quarters is there? Is there like enough for everybody to have their own room or bed or?
I think probably there's an area with a bunch of hammocks that some of the crew have, but the captain usually has their own cabin.
Okay. Well. Like I looked at the image and it looks like there's about 10-ish places where crew quarters could be.
Yeah, so there's plenty of rooms, yeah.
Yeah, so there might be a couple bunk buddies that have to go together. I don't know how, like, I'm assuming some of the crew, since he is undead or whatever that may be, flesh golem, might make people uncomfortable around him. So maybe for like the first like month or whatever, so she would like have him as her bunkmate. You can determine whatever that means, whatever you want. Because I think she really tries this captain thing and really tries to support her crew and make everybody a conjoined team and work together well. And since I'm assuming he doesn't really have any training other than being a guard back in the bowels of that scallywag town of his that he came from. I assuming that she put extra time and care to kind of train him to help do chores around the ship and stuff. So you can also determine that, whatever that may be,
Interesting. All right.
Help him hold his broom.
So I think for the meantime, yes, they bunk in the same room. There may be 2 or 3 beds. Who knows? Whatever.
If there's bunkmates allowed, Seraphine is totally bunking with Winthrop because they're like totally best buds now.
Determine that however you want.
Rita and I talked about it. They had sleepovers to deal with the trauma of losing their fucking friends. So,
okay.
So they'll have like a couple sleepovers as chill friends.
And depending on what Lilia wants, I think Brave Sweet would be like, you're welcome in my captain's. We have the 3rd bed.
What's that like?
I don't think anyone wants to be in that room.
Brave Sweet, like obviously just trying to be nice, and she's just like, and she'll be like, it's fine. I think that Lilia wouldn't want to like be indoors anyway. Like I think
she. But you gotta sleep. There's a time when you gotta sleep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think she like.
She's talking about general.
Listen, I really think that she would just sleep in like the roost nest or something, or like outside, because like whatever, like whatever place, like a little like throw a hammock up there or whatever, like, or make like a
Oh.
little tree.
Mhm.
She'd like pass out after looking at all the stars and skates.
Yeah, I think she really likes space.
Good boy would like bring her a blanket and whatever, and curl up next
Yeah,
to her.
I
Yeah.
mean, like Lillian lived most of her life in the woods, so like, like she doesn't like. I don't think she needs to be inside. Like she doesn't care. So
Okay.
and she likes being outside way more. So she'll probably like just sleep under the stars,
Okay. Cool.
unless it gets really bad or weather or whatever.
Mhm. Okay. All right.
That's fair.
So a few days pass, and up ahead you see a planet, and they're descending down onto the gnome planet. Doing anything special? Let's see. Go to meet this gnome who can help you get through the shell of the crystal sphere.
Attention on deck. Land ho.
Okay. All right.
I'll ask our gift friend.
Oh yeah.
Like, are they okay? Do you think they'll be okay with like people that are like from other gnome or like places with like from gnomes from other places that haven't been around gnomes a lot?
Gullscream says, yeah, there's a lot of spell jamming that goes on this world, so they're very used to people of all types. I think you're going to like this place we're going to.
Oh, all right.
You look down as
Lilia,
you're
I
lowering
promote
down.
you to our ambassador.
I think Lily is a little like I think she's a little like taken aback. Like she hasn't been around like actual gnomes like for like a
Aw,
long
Brave
time.
Sweet doesn't.
Except for
Brave
like
Sweet doesn't know this.
I mean, like for the 3 months that was like her only like. That's been like the first time she's probably like hung around with more than one gnome like in like 30 years.
Mhm.
So I think she's just kind of like I don't know what's the custom here, like trying to figure out like remember all of her like school training of like proper etiquettes and like trying to figure out like
Mm.
Okay.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
So you lower down, and there's like a big lake. And there's one other Spelljammer ship in the lake, and that one looks kind of like a spider. It's got like 4 prongs coming out of it, and you see a lot of malnourished humanoids, elves,
Oh no.
dwarves, humans, and they've all got like tattoo marking on them. And so next to the lake, there's a ranch. So there's like, like how you would have cows in an enclosed area, but they're not cows. They're hamsters that are the size of bears. And there's some gnomes out there kind of rustling them around. And there's also another section where there's, how hamsters have those tubes they run around in? So
Yeah.
there's like a giant tube maze. And you see all these hamsters, like, like 10-foot tall hamsters, like going through them. And you could see some gnomes going like, yeah, like herding up a bunch of hamsters. And
Oh
Oh
god.
my god.
Interesting.
so you land, and a gnome approaches you. He's got goggles on. He pulls them up, and Gullscream introduces you to Keen Dongle. He says he's the one who runs this ranch of giant space hamsters.
Helen, well met, my good sir.
Keen Dongle says, howdy, the name's Keen Dongle. Hope you like hamster.
I've never had hamster before.
Come on, I'll show you around. Do you let him show you around?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, lead on.
We got all types of giant space hamsters here on Keen Dongle's Ranch, and they're all for sale. They make great mounts and companions in life. That's for sure.
Guys, we could really use one more companion.
So
Yeah, we each need to pick a pet.
so he starts pointing out different types of hamsters in fenced off sections of this vast grassy, hilly area.
Wow.
First, there's just regular giant space hamsters. Come on over here, Mabel. And so one comes over and he's like, see, it's just like a little hamster, but it's real big,
Oh.
and he stuffs stuff in her cheeks, and she waddles around a little bit, and so there's a giant space hamster.
Do I feel connection with this space hamster?
I don't know. You tell me.
Do you?
Is there a magic moment of when you meet a cat at an adoption center and it chooses you?
Well, I'll tell you all the different types, and you tell me, okay?
All right.
He's like, underground, we got subterranean giant space hamsters. They dig tunnels underground. It's very handy if you want to make a dungeon or something like that. And over there, we've got the prehistoric saber-toothed giant space hamsters. They got saber teeth.
Oh
They
my
can really
God.
mess you up if you're not careful. And then in my pocket here, he pulls out a hamster. Is a miniature giant space hamster. They're just like this big. They're just fun to have. You know what I mean?
Is it like a baby or do they grow?
No, it's a full-size miniature giant space hamster.
That's incredible.
Yep. Yep.
I love it.
And over there, in the distance, you see a couple really proud ones, and they're shining in the sun. Those are armor-plated giant space hamsters.
Oh.
Great defenders of all that is right with the world. And
Do they come with the armor?
oh yeah, that armor grows on them. It don't come off.
Whoa.
Armor-plated.
Do they look more like what are those creatures with the little scaly scales? I don't know, armadillo.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Do they look like armadillo hamsters?
A little bit. Yeah. And then he's like,
Oh.
now come on, I hope you don't scare easy. Some people don't like this type of hamster. He brings you over to a barn painted black with cobwebs on it. He's like, come on, don't be scared now. He opens the door to the barn, and inside you see giant space hamsters with translucent skin, you can see through their skin.
Oh,
These are known as ethereal giant space hamsters.
Oh, cool!
They'll scare the pants off your enemies, that's for dang sure. So yeah, that's what we do. We raise them, and we sell them to people. Now, why don't you come on into my office, and I'll get you the info that you need.
No,
I want a miniature giant space hamster.
I know, me too. We should all get hamsters.
Oh my God, can we get Lily a hamster, please?
Now, will you feed it?
I look at good. I show Good Boy where he's happily running around the ship.
Is Good Boy aggressive towards hamsters? Is he one of those psych dogs?
No, it seems like the hamsters like him, and he likes the hamsters. So he's kind of.
Oh, this is great. We can get a
wagging
hamster.
his tail and over the fence. They're kind of interacting.
I like the space. The ghost spectral hamsters.
The spectral hamsters.
Those are cool.
Ethereal ones, really?
Ethereal. Yes.
And he says each one is 100 gold of any type of giant. The miniature giant space hamsters are just a couple gold. They're more of a novelty.
I mean, we just got a couple. Hold on. How much gold do I have?
He leads you into his office, and he's not alone. There's someone sitting there waiting for him. There's an 8-foot tall armor-plated creature with mandibles. It's really muscly. It's an Umber Hulk. And sitting on its shoulders is it's an eel with a spider bottom half, and it's about 3 feet tall. And it's wearing a kind of a kimono kind of a thing.
Ooh.
And that creature says, You can't keep me waiting much longer. He's like, don't worry, Master Craig. I'll be right with you. Just want to get these people in and out.
Oh, shit.
Don't mind us.
Wait, we were here to talk to him about something.
Yeah, I'm getting you the. Oh, I don't want to say it in front of this fella. He whispers it to you. The way to get out of the crystal sphere. It's gonna give you.
Right.
Don't
You could
give
just
you a
pass
map.
us the bill when we buy the hamster. Sure. Yeah, we'll take
You know, I mean, I owe Gulfstream so much, you know, because my hamsters
Yeah.
got out and there was a stampede, and he had to rustle them up for me. And he did a great
I
job.
think we'll take one spectral hamster, and like,
Really.
does anybody else want a hamster?
I got a horse now. I got a magic horse. I'm good.
I
and
like
one,
the idea that it's like going through the drive-thru. It's like, does anybody want anything?
I have one.
I want the miniature giant space hamster.
and like 3 miniature space hamsters.
All right, so the ethereal giant space hamster is 100 gold, and then
All right.
the miniatures are like 2 gold each. So that's 6
Alright.
gold.
I'm getting one.
Okay.
All right. I can like pitch in 50 gold.
It's like, all right, so he'll go out there with you and let you
I'll
pick
pitch
out.
50 in.
You go into the spooky barn and you pick out your ethereal. All right.
Who speaks to me? I want to.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I'm gonna go and be like, "Hi, I'm Lilia," to all of them, and be like, like to. I want to see who is the nicest of them.
I don't know. So one's
You
like,
just find like one licking its butt, and you're like, that one.
that's the one you want.
We'll get like a black shy one for Winthrop. Just because.
Yes. It has like a little extra tooth of hair that like covers one of its eyes.
Oh, okay.
A little edgy.
All right.
An edgy.
Yeah.
An edgy space hamster. I love it.
All right. So wait, you're getting 2.
Can we get like 3 of them? Can we just get all 3 for Winthrop? Just give him 3 hamsters for his responsibility.
No, I want a hamster.
All right. So do you want a male or a female?
What about let's get 2 females and a male?
All right.
Oh God! Don't breed them, please. We don't
Alright.
need baby.
Wait.
hamsters.
How about we get one ethereal hamster and then one little miniature one?
Okay.
Yes.
Skip 2 of them. One mini and 1 spectral.
But
Invisible.
you want the ethereal one you want to get is the kind of like the emo one. Is that the deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess he's like, hey, hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
Do you want to go on an adventure with us?
Whatever. I guess so.
I love you.
Thanks.
I pat it. It's like probably like huge, and I'll pat it.
Oh yeah, he's an enormous
soft.
compared to you.
All right. So you got your map. You got your ethereal giant space hamster, and you got your
The little
miniature
mini
giant
edgy
space
one.
hamster.
Yeah, the
And
little hamster.
As you're making your way back to your ship, you see this Master Craig guy and his Umber Hulk, like yelling at the slaves on the ship, and like they open up this like coffin thing, and they're like looking at the slaves, and in the coffin you see a dead body, and they get rid of the dead body and they throw it overboard into the lake, and now they're looking at their slaves like kind of like, which one will be next? And all the slaves look really nervous. Do you do anything, or
Oh.
Gulfstream's like, you'd better just get on board. Let's get out of here. We don't want any part of this.
Seraphine, we have to go help them.
Well, I know that, but fuck, we're gonna have to move fast, aren't we?
We have to go now. And
Can't save everybody in this world.
No, we have to save them.
Shh.
Lillian goes to the ship. And she'll be like,
So you're going
Different.
over to their ship?
yes,
All right. And you're trying to get on board?
yes.
All right. So, I mean, the plank leading up, like there's an Umber Hulk nearby, and it like looks at you and like, "Rrr." And just as you get close to it, its eyes, like you feel a little like dizzy, just being close to it.
Excuse me, sir. May I speak to the captain, please?
All right, that's probably a good time to stop right there because
Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Oh my god, we're gonna die. We're gonna die so hard.
Oh my god, Win is gonna be so mad at me.
Okay, we got her a hamster. She'll be fine.
Yeah. And like I might like tie a little harness, and the harness has like the beholder tooth as a little like hoop ring around it. So it's like she has to accept it to get the ring. Little, yeah.
I want to keep the space hamster, the little miniature little giant space hamster.
Little giant.
All right.
Yes.
Why don't we do plugs real quick? Lily, you got any? Or Aya, you got any plugs?
Yes, actually. Next week, the 28th, 4:30 Eastern, we're gonna be doing a one-shot run by me and Rena Winthrop, and Brian is gonna be there, and it's gonna be super, super fun. We've been planning and scheming, and we finally got it, like, the thing going on. It's gonna be super fun. We're going to be throwing a masquerade, and you're all welcome to come. That's gonna be on my channel, Aya Golender, and you can actually just check my Twitter because I have a little thing there. And the second thing is, sometime in August, I am going to be releasing a podcast with a bunch of really, really awesome people, and it's going to be a superhero teen Power Ranger-esque show called Written in Stone, and you can check out that on the Twitterverse at written _in_ RPG. I posted a bunch of fun little things there, and there's gonna be pictures and like all the stuff about where to find it. It's gonna be super fun, and I'm GMing that. So crazy amount of work, but it's gonna be great.
A whole bunch of DMing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool. Brienne, you got any plugs?
I'm here again, same time, same channel. I'll be on the Interesting Masquerade thing on the 28th, and
Nice.
as far as I know, that's all on my schedule. So, but future things to come, I guess.
All right. Chloe, got any plugs?
Yes. This Thursday, I will finally be back. Now that I'm back in town, I'll be back on the Iron Dabber crew with our new fellow partner this Thursday on the Greyhawk channel at, I believe it's 12 p.m. Eastern. I have to catch up watching the episode to see what all crazy shit went down, but check us out there, and then check me out on my Twitter at Chloe_Fairy1 for more D&D shit posting.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Waffle Talk, right after Dice Camera Action. Special guest, Anna Prosser Robinson, who plays Evelyn, will be the guest. Can't wait.
Wait, get me on the show.
We'll see. I'm
questions to ask.
I'm gonna squeeze as many people as I can onto that. With that.
It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah. So, oops, I should have done this a minute ago. So yeah, also Wednesday, Mordenkainen's Path of the Plains on Greyhawk channel at 2 p.m. And then Thursday, Secrets of Castle Greyhawk at 1 p.m. on the Greyhawk channel, and that's Lauren Irwin couldn't play with us anymore, so we got Kika VO to play, and she's really funny. It's a really awesome episode, so I can't wait to see what it's like with Chloe there as well.
Oh God.
And let's see, next Saturday I'm going to try again to do a double header, a game at 3 and a game at 6:30, and one of those games might have a very, very special guest. I don't want to say who it is, but it's a special guest. So we'll see you all later in the week. Thank you very much for watching.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.